Good evening. Non-duality. Do you need to non-dual to be what you already are? Or are you not? Maybe ask yourself that question. Am I not being? Am I not present right here and right now? And if I'm not here and right now, where am I then? Am I elsewhere? Am I at the other part of the world? So if I'm not here, am I in the future or in the past? Yet most of us tend to go back to the past and beat ourselves up with the word, with the past events. Past is depression. Most people live in the past and miss on this, what is, right here and right now. Timeless presence, beingness, awareness or aliveness. So when I say aliveness, beingness, presence, I already conceptualize. And basically I form a concept about it. Any concept, any label we give to anything, we kind of tend to congest it. That's when it's seen from a certain believed-in perspective. But if I don't call tree a tree, it is what it is. If I don't call wind, it's apparently there. I can't see it, but I might feel it on my skin. I might hear it through the window. It's a windy day. It blows more subtle. There's tsunami. And then I start conceptualizing or forming a concept about tsunami. It's gonna blow up the houses, it's gonna flood, kill so many people, destroy the buildings. It's all in the head. But is there any reality to it? Yet lots of people love that experience, whether they're spiritual or not. Some like to drink alcohol for socializing, to stop mind chatter, or to increase joy. And some people take drugs. They go to that extent to take drugs to feel good, to have some out-of-world experience. If you like to take drugs and if you enjoy it, it's your bad. But in reality, in order to come to understanding that you already are that, and that there is nothing to gain or achieve, you do not need drugs, definitely. Maybe put it to a test. How many drug users have come to recognition of their true nature? How many alcoholics have come to understanding? Unless they died, then don't worry. You're going to come to understanding regardless once you die. The difference is one that is awakened, so to say, one that has recognized their true nature, and one who is ignorant might see the death in a different way. Because the awakened one has no fear from dying. They understand that that which is concept or imagination doesn't get born and doesn't die. That which is real doesn't get born, doesn't die. It apparently lives in the dream, while in this body. And there is nothing wrong with the dream. But seeing this manifestation, this world as a dream, is freeing. It doesn't hit the center. And what is the center? What is this ego? There is imagination, there is something between ears, between the eyes, in the imagination that I'm a separate entity, that there is a me and there is a you. And with the me, separate me, I form enemies. There are others. I relate. There are relationships. Then I strive. I have enemies. I have to fight someone. I chase the rainbow. And all about I. And when I appears, it cannot stand on its own, so I needs to say, I am. I am a doctor. I am a student. I am an actor, a teacher. I'm wealthy, rich, smart, stupid. And because I cannot stand on its own, it needs something to complete it, to entertain it. So with I, there is other. I relate to people. I form relationship. There is striving, there are fights. But if I come back and look into this I, investigate to see what it is without giving any concept to this presence, awareness, what is this talking? Is this separate me, Sabine, talking here? Or does talking happen? Does it arise naturally and spontaneously? Maybe look at the nature. See if the bird says, I sing. Or I have beautiful colors. I'm a very special bird. Or does it just act spontaneously? It flies, eats, drinks water. It just is, but it doesn't claim anything. A tree doesn't say, I'm a tree. So what am I lacking here that I'm supposed to chase? What am I chasing? So we go wrong directions, most people do. I need more money to fulfill me. Money will make me happy. I'll stop this chase once I have enough money. That's what every person says. And the same person misses out on the fact that the money chasing is really making them miserable, depressed, bitchy. It basically makes them suffer, regardless how much they earn. They might be happy with a $5 pay rise for a couple of days. then they're going to ask for something else. They'll ask for another $5. So the misery will continue. I want the next thing. I want the next thing. I want a bigger house, a better car, a family, the best looking boyfriend, the best looking girlfriend, to show the others that I'm capable of such a thing. You might see your next door with a brand new Porsche and you're driving BMW. But there will be always something better to what you have. So you'll want more. You'll want Lamborghini, a plane. So what are you chasing if you're already present and aware, if you are complete and free? You still want to buy freedom. I need enough money to buy freedom. Maybe have a look and see that you're already free. Maybe the same money chase makes you seemingly imprisoned. Maybe the fact that you fell for some habits make you incapable of going out, going for it, just living life to the full. And it doesn't need to be expensive. Really, when you know who you truly are, just sitting alone by yourself in the silence will be sufficient for you. You will not need a company to make you happy. You won't need to chase and cling onto people. Give me more people and I'll feel more secure, stable and safe. And you surround yourself with clutter, with people, with the rats, but you don't feel any more complete, any more full. You still feel alone and isolated. But I'll tell you one thing. You'll be okay in your own company, because you will know that everything and everyone is within you or with you. There's no one that is separate from you. So why not bow to yourself? I am that. I'm that presence, awareness, unlimited, unmovable, confidence, which has no opposite. I've seen lots of non-duality people, Western non-duality people. They talk all the talk. They can't even stop for 5 seconds. They love their own voice. My message is the best. Everyone else's message is not good enough. It's all about me. Another ego trip. Why? Because Western non-duality teachers are half-baked. Not many of them have stopped to smell their own shit. Why? Because they can't keep quiet. It's no different in non-duality world. The moment you say, I know everything, and you believe and think you know everything, that's not it. The moment you believe your message is the best, that's not it. I notice people on Facebook, everyone corrects everyone because everyone knows better. Regardless what you say, everyone believes they are Jesus, they are Nisargadatta, they are Ramana. They know even better than Nisargadatta. They correct Nisargadatta. They correct like Ramana. They correct everyone. They know best. And what knows best is ego. Did you notice people at your work? Can you interrupt them? They just talk about themselves. Did you notice when they pretend to listen, they don't even listen? They wait for you impatiently to finish so they can hear themselves, because they love their own voice. I've seen this in non-duality world. They're gonna talk, promise you anything to keep you as a customer. Nisargadatta never asked for customers. He said there is no customer for this message. And he asked people to leave if they were not sincere. Western non-duality teachers, in contrary, they keep asking people to come back because they know they need money. Nisargadatta never charged. Ramana never charged. Western non-duality teachers are money-earning machines. And they're gonna suck you out dry. They're gonna empty your pockets and your credit cards to tell you something that you do not need to know. You need to know nothing, because you are the nothing, you are the no thing, which is everything. It's not a void. It's actually quite stunning. And we might say it's the same. Chopped wood carry water, but it's very different at the same time. It's very different. You don't fall back for the illusion for hypnosis. And you remember when your parents gave you your name and told you, you are such and such, your name is Sabine, these are your parents, this is your family, you are a good, you are a bad student, you are stubborn, and they give you projection about the world, and then you next door, they tell you something, and then the school especially and politicians tell you this is what you need to do. You must work, you must have family, and you watch media and they all brainwash you and you trust it. You never stopped to really investigate and see if it's true what they tell you about yourself. And these people create your life. They tell you you must work 9 to 5 to feed a family, you must have so many children, you know, that's good for you, that's bad for you, and you believe it. They even they start selling you certain products. Okay, today kale is healthy, tomorrow cabbage is healthy, after tomorrow meat is healthy, and you believe in all of that, but they're just selling you the idea. Someone has paid the money to the media to sell you the project, and you buy it. We get sucked in. But how many have said, wait a moment, maybe it's not true? So what's between your eyes? What's in here? What is this that is projecting the world or ideas? Are you the thought? Are you the feeling? Are you emotion? Okay, what is in this body? Maybe there is a sense of presence, sense of aliveness, life essence. When there is no life essence in this body, the body is useless. It's a corpse. Eyes cannot see, ears cannot hear. Then a person comes and says, I grow my hair. I breathe. But breathing happens. It's very freeing not to claim. I breathe. And breathing will continue to happen by itself, spontaneously. ego is a little evil, the idea of ego, or separation, so to say. Ego, even when it sees, looks into the message, and there is understanding of this in your head, like intellectual understanding about the message, about this talk. And instead of understanding innately, because all of us have bullshit radar, we have antenna, aerial, that sensation, like sensing what is wrong and what is right. It goes right through this body and energetically. But we trust the mind again. The mind, a joker, tells us, okay, now I know non-duality, I'll become a famous non-duality teacher. And then you start preaching, you collect followers and more followers, and someone tells you, I like you, and you trust them. Then you start liking being loved and being worshipped. So you love these people who start worshipping you. And that ego charge is stronger and stronger, ego boost. There is no difference in being egoistic, arrogant, ignorant, fool, ordinary sheep, or being wannabe intellectual non-duality teacher. Maybe all these teachers should stop for a little while and go humble. Stop talking. For a month, for 2 months, for 6 months, gradually. And be on their own and stop betraying the audience. Making them believe in concepts. Any teacher who brings you back to their meeting and who encourages you to come back more than 10 times, they don't care about you, they care about themselves, because they want your money. And there is nothing wrong with that. If you're after some excitement, hope, you're going to go on high with listening to this message, someone telling you that you exist, or someone telling you that you might get something at the meetings, that's okay. It's same as going to buy any other concept. There are people going to Tony Robbins meetings, and believe he can help them, but the guy can't help himself, apart from earning probably enough money to have his life a bit more comfortable. The moment we form concept about anything, that is not it. But I'm miserable in this body, I'm not happy with my life. Maybe stop and have a look and see what you are. The moment you investigate to see, what am I? And you might see that you cannot escape this presence awareness of what isness. You can't escape what is in this moment, like spontaneous living, where you don't have any say. When you relax in your car as non-driver. When the car starts driving itself, you might start enjoying it. Being in the back seat and being pulled back by your collar. In the past you would be rushing to get to the future, but now you get pulled back. And it's not laziness. There is like ultimate laziness, but things still get done, and you still get up in the morning, or you do what you need to do, whether you go to work to earn some money or enough money, but you don't get involved as much. You don't rush. You're not like here, but you want to be there already. It slows you down, but you still get the work done. And lots of spiritual, non-duality, ignorant people don't realize that one who sees no separation senses if someone is genuine or not. So you really can't trick them. But they don't care, because they know that you're tricking yourself. By not sitting with yourself, by yourself, by not getting silent a bit. Walk off from this talk, from conceptual talk. And maybe listen for once. Hear what someone else has to say. Rather than selling your knowledge, believing you know all, be that empty glass that can be filled. Only an empty glass is useful. A full glass is useless. So know nothing. Because of nothing, everything appears. See, there is no platform underneath. There is nothing under you. And there is only free falling in this. You have no control over your life, over your birth. You have no control over yourself. Because this which you believe you are not. And there is nothing wrong with the dream. An actor who just starts off dreams to become a main actor one day, to be number one world recognized actor, to win all the awards, to win Oscar. And they might. The moment they do win an Oscar, they're still miserable. It doesn't stop there. Why? Now they have to beat themselves, if not anyone else. If they won all the awards in the world, they will still become miserable, because they'll need to compete. They will need the next thing again. There will be any reason to be miserable. In contrary, they're often depressed and suicidal. So the drugs happen, the alcohol happens. Like 20, 30 marriages happen. But nothing makes them happy. Why? Because maybe they went the wrong direction. By wanting something outside of themselves, they're missing out on their own presence, awareness, or selfing, selfless selfing, to see what they are. They're perfect beings, humble beings, and that humbleness brings on enormous strength, courage, and confidence. Be humble. Even you, non-duality teacher, be humble for once and keep quiet. Don't say a word. Feelings and emotions will still happen. There is nothing wrong with that. It's same like the weather. There will be rain, snow, windy, but nothing has been lost. It's not what you are. You are not your feelings and emotions. You are that on which feelings, thoughts and emotions appear. So, am I my thought? Do I know my next thought? Maybe pause for a moment. What am I? Do I miss anything? Buddha said middle way, meaning there will be tears, there will be joy, so being contained and satisfied with what you have, not wanting what you don't have, as Nisargadatta used to say, might make you more contained, joyous and peaceful. And there is joy that does not depend on anything, and that joy has never left you. Joy of pure being, and you are that being, never not. Thank you.